Hello guys, my name's Stephen and I'm the founder here at Homeable, and welcome to this quick video where we'll talk to you about account syncs. We'll tell you the benefits and I'll also show you how it's done. Now, just a point, syncing accounts isn't sexy or rock and roll, but it is a really cool way to save you a lot of time when it comes to running your house. So let me show you how it's done. So this is a property profile that we've created for this video. You can see here I'm on the dashboard page. And we're going to concentrate on the energy and the phone, TV and broadband sections for this video. You can access them from two places. You can either see them on the left up here, or if we scroll down on a new profile like this, you've got what we call the onboarding cards. And there's two little buttons here which will take you to those pages as well. If you're looking from a mobile device, you'll have what we call the hamburger menu, or the three little straight lines, horizontal lines up at the top here, and that will take you to the page as well. So if we go to the phone, TV and broadband page, you'll see here there's lots of different accounts. Now, as we mentioned in the email, syncing accounts essentially allows you to consolidate all your different online accounts and access them all from your property profile. At the moment, we can do this for the phone, TV and broadband accounts you can see here, and also the mobile accounts you can see here, and the energy accounts we'll show you in a second. We are expanding our coverage all the time, so if your provider isn't here now, hold tight and I'm sure it will pop up for you soon enough. So to do this, as I say, all you do, it's nice and simple. You click on your provider and you can see you get this pop-up. Now this is asking us for a username and a password. The most important thing to remember is that this isn't asking you for the username and password for your Homeable account. It's not asking for the details you use to log into your property profile. These are the details that you would use to log into, in this case, the Sky account, or whichever provider you're with. So if you've got a BT account, the details you use to log into your BT online account. You add them in here. This is all fully encrypted. And as we mentioned in the email, this is the same technology used by the big online accounting software companies and is very, very secure. If you don't have an online account with the provider you're trying to sync, there's always the little URL button here, and that will take you to the website where you can create the account and then come back here and sync it. If you have to do that, you may ask, what's the point of me doing that? That seems like a bit of a long-winded process. But where you would have to always go back to that account and log in all the time whenever you wanted to check something, once you've done that little few steps and you sync your account here, that's the last time you'll have to do it. As every month we resync that account with your profile, bring in the latest bills and all the latest information. So it is a really cool tool and saves you a lot of time. So I won't fill those details out here because it can take a few minutes to sync an account, or if the provider, won't mention any names, but their online accounts are pretty rubbish, then it can take up to a day. But you will get an email once it's complete, and then you'll be able to log back in and check it all out. We'll go across to the mobile section down here. If you don't want to sync the account, then what you can do is actually manually add information. So if you want to go a bit old school and you don't want to sync your account, you can do it manually. So you can see the buttons down here. Let's enter a mobile card. So it still looks quite nice and pretty, but it is all manual information. So let's say my mobile account is with O2. You scroll down the bottom of the page, you can see it says O2, it's pre-selected mobile, and then I just need to find out my mobile end date. Let's say it's in November, and then we click add account, and you can see that creates a manual input to data card. But this is still really useful. You've got the documents that you can add here, so at your tariff documents, for example, any notes. So if you've spoken to the supplier and you need to write down the person on the other end of the line's name and number, any extra reminders you want to add, and if you want to start tracking any costs, you can do that there as well. Of course, you can click away and check the compare tariffs, and we get exclusive deals here. You can see one right here, recommended deal, right from within your property profile. So even manual account addition is still really cool and useful. Energy, much the same process. Come in here, you've got all your different providers, so exactly the same process again. Add the credentials for that online account. So in this case, it would be the E.ON account, your username and password, and then click add account, and we'll start whizzing away in the background. The technology will start synchronizing the account, and when you get the email, you can come back and check it out. And so for the speed of the video, to keep it nice and short, I created another property where we've got a synced account already. And you can see here the two different types. So we've got the manual input, the same as the mobile account we just created. You've got the documents note, and then of course if you click the button on that section, that will take you to our energy comparison engine. But you might have seen a really cool little pop-up there at the top of the video. So this is how powerful the synced energy accounts are. We don't do this at the moment for synced broadband and mobile. A synced broadband and mobile account will bring in all of your bills, your tariff information, your end dates, and automatically set reminders in the central calendar, which is up here or on the actual dashboard page. And you'll get emails coming through when they come to an end. But the energy section is super clever because it's one of the biggest problems in a household where we forget that promotional tariffs come to an end, and we then go on to the standard variable tariffs and get absolutely fleeced. So you can see here I've intentionally let my tariff, so this is my actual tariff, I've let that lapse and go on to the standard variable tariff. So I did get a reminder, but I've ignored it for the sake of the video. So this so that we can show you this message here. So we can see that I could be saving £143 a year, but we'll check that out in a sec. Other great things about syncing your account. So if we press the details, you can see we've got all my tariff information here in my property profile, got all my recent payments. It brings in all your bills. So if you want to see bills, you can see them in here. You can see there it's got all the PDF bills, which is really cool. And then any meter readings that have been provided, whether by me or estimated, it's really got all the information you'd need, and you can get it all from right here in your property profile. You've got the same data tabs here that you've got on the manual card, so you can add more documents, add notes if you've got a person you want to quote from the other end of the telephone, any reminders, costs, and then the really cool bit is the potential savings. So you can either click there or here, it doesn't make any difference. And it then shows you, this is actual real calculated savings that I could make. So it's looked at all the details back here. So my projected usage, my early exit fees, or my exit fee, should I say, and then use that and put it into our comparison engine, which is a whole of market comparison engine. And it's telling me that if I switch to this top deal here, I could be saving that amount of money. And that's without me entering any information into a comparison site like you normally have to do. It's simply by just adding those credentials at the first step to sync the account. And then it will tell you this, even if you're midway through your contract, you could be saving money, even including your early exit fee. So this is really cool. And it shows you all the different suppliers, and then of course the one you can save the most money with is at the top. If you want to learn more about that supplier, of course you can click there, and it's got all the different information of what you could save. And then if you do want to save, the final step is you flip through, click on the button there, start saving now, and then that will take you to the actual final step of what would normally be the comparison process. So these are called breadcrumbs in the tech world. There's lots of stupid names in the tech world, but these are called breadcrumbs. And you can see that these are the steps we would have had to do ordinarily to get to this point, to get an accurate comparison quote, and you would have had to fill that all in yourself. But we've done that all for you with our syncing technology. So it's just the final few steps. I need to select whether I'm a man or a woman, and then my date of birth, phone number, and then various bits and bobs here. And it's basically the last few steps, which would then start to take you away to the provider's site to complete the switch. Once you've done that and you get your online account with the new provider, it's as simple as coming back in, putting in your new credentials for whichever provider it may be. So say I've switched to SSE, come in here, enter the details, sync the account, and then when you can save some money, we'll tell you that. Or if not, we'll wait till the end of the tariff and then tell you you're due to switch now. Don't go onto the standard variable tariff, and we'll save you some money. So it's a really cool tool. It saves you a lot of time once it's all set up. And it's just another part of your property profile that makes living in property much easier. I hope that video has made sense. Any questions, reach out to us by the normal channels, and we'll speak to you soon. Thanks, bye-bye.